trust the God who will be there. Find out how in this episode of 5 Minutes Closer. I'm Vaughn Weatherford, and this is 5 Minutes Closer. For the next 5 minutes, let's explore some biblical truths and apply them to your life. No podcast, including this one, can transform your life or give you what you really need. Only Jesus can do that. You can find out why in what I've called the first five episodes of 5 Minutes Closer. Each following episode explores scriptural truths that, if you follow them, will bring you 5 minutes closer to the person God created you to be. Let's see if we can get you 5 minutes closer. When I was growing up, the kids in my neighborhood played games based on whatever television show or movie happened to be popular at the time. We played Batman, Gunsmoke, and the always popular Pirate Day. My dad's trailer was the perfect size for a pirate ship and easily rocked to simulate a storm at sea. The problem was that I always seemed to be about an hour behind everyone else in the neighborhood. I'd run out in the yard with my pirate eye patch, only to find that everyone else had moved on to Jimmy's backyard to play Get Smart. There's nothing like showing up at the pirate ship in a storm and nobody's there. All I could do was stand there with my plastic sword and stuffed parrot and ask, where'd they go? That was the question Moses had for the people of Israel. The nation would face temptations in days ahead to trust in false gods. When it came time to need the false gods' power in their lives, they would find them missing. All they would be able to ask is, where'd they go? Moses wanted them to understand the reality. The false gods were never there in the first place. His words are found in Deuteronomy chapter 32, beginning with verse 37. For the Lord will vindicate his people and have compassion on his servants when he sees that their power is gone and there is none remaining, bond or free. Then he will say, where are their gods, the rock in which they took refuge, who ate the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offering? Let them rise up and help you. Let them be your protection. This passage is part of a song Moses sang to the nation. It wasn't a happy song, but Moses provides a lyrical message so that the people would remember it. As they entered the Promised Land, they would find themselves confronted by a legion of false gods and idols, all promising to deliver them. Moses' song reminded the people to remember what had happened to them and to anyone else who had ever trusted in those false gods. He asked the question, where are their gods, the rock in which they took refuge, who ate the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offering? The false gods were never there when they needed them because they were never there in the first place. If you're drowning in the ocean, it's not enough just to realize you're drowning. That's important. If you don't know you're drowning, you're not going to do anything about it. But simply realizing that you're drowning isn't enough. By definition, if you're drowning, you're going to drown. If that weren't the case, you wouldn't be drowning. If you are drowning, what you need is someone who is not drowning, who is there, who can pull you out of the water. You don't need another drowning person. You need someone there who can float. God knew that Israel was going to drown in the middle of the Promised Land. They were going to drown spiritually. First, they had to realize it. Trusting the false gods would be like a drowning man trying to grab seaweed. They needed to realize the one God who would be there. Why would he be there? Because he always had been there. The same is true for us. God knows the mistakes you've made. He knows the mistakes you will make. He's given us his word to show us he is here. That's a good thing because we need him. Deuteronomy 32 verse 39 says, see now that I, even I, am he. There is no God beside me. Trust in the God who will be there, because now you're 5 minutes closer. My prayer is that these 5 minutes have challenged you, inspired you, and caused you to consider applying God's message for your life from his word. To find out more, visit our website at 5minutescloser.com. Join me next time to see if we can get you 5 minutes closer.